I implore all of you to check out the AI tools you're going to use and check out their websites and their pages. They all really dive into what they're doing for responsible use. Everybody, I mean, I actually listened to part of OpenAI's Dev Day because my brother was like watching it on a Friday night. It was kind of funny. Anyway, so I was like, all right, I'll watch some of it. And you know, safety is one of their top tenets, right? So not only are we handling a lot of data, but we want to make sure that there's not bias, that there's not, you know, undue kind of harm caused by our tool, right? So I think we also have that responsibility if we're the owner of that tool for not only our customers, but also our CSMs, right? I say don't plagiarize. Like, I tell people this story. It's not the most amazing use of ChatGPT, but it was great for me. I used ChatGPT to, or no, actually it was my Gmail AI assistant. I don't know if that's actually called Bard or if it's like another thing with the Gmail, with the Google Docs, but it, I asked it to help me write a mentorship program for my kids' school, for middle schoolers and lower school kids. I asked it to help me write a mentorship program. And I then went in and I tweaked the mentorship because it was like, you know, a college age mentorship program basically, and I made it more appropriate. But I don't think that we should have shame in sharing that that was my source to build the structure, right? I think by doing that, and this case was like very low risk because it's a mentorship program that we haven't yet deployed. But, you know, if you think about that in the context of a large organization, right? I think we should think about how we credit our sources. And I don't know that people are fully talking about that in the corporate world, right? I hear it a lot in like college essays and things like that. And then document your process. So what I like about ChatGPT is it creates your paper trail of your queries. I have only made like 5 queries. I'm not a very heavy user yet. But you know, I think that that's great for documentation. What exactly was the question I went and asked, right? We were talking about use of ChatGPT for HTML code after this morning's talk, and I was saying how when I used to use a CS tool that had templates in HTML, we wanted to tweak those templates. We'd go, pull the file, put it in text, make a change, test it, come back. And like, you know, you could use, probably I could use ChatGPT to help me document this better and get it done faster and have accuracy. But I think it would be beneficial to document my source, right? And my path to get there, because if somebody were to come back and say, where did you get this code? We did not develop it in-house. I should have my resource, right? So I know that we all probably are very busy people, but documentation, as you know, is kind of one of my keys. And then last but not least, safe usage of your data, right? Like if your companies and your customers are not comfortable with it, I think you need to have like, I think Dia, you talked about in Plan Hat, you had like, which customers like GIFs? I think you need to have like, which customers are okay with AI if your product is not already covering that in their contracts and such. Because I think if you're using it, you have to really know that you're responsibly using it. All right, so how to transform every day. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. To be honest, I'm gonna trip on that thing. I'm gonna go back to the beginning here. Like, I think the simple assessment framework can help you. Like, you know, just thinking about, am I gonna start using a tool tomorrow, and what is the impact, what is the cost, and who am I actually using this for, right? Can be a really simple framework. I think you should score yourself. You should score your assessment. So, you know, I don't know, who, Jamie, you said this. We all have a lot of tools, and you might say, I need to know why somebody wants another tool. I need to know why you need the money to do this. You should understand what you really think about the tools you have, too. You know, if you're gonna make a swap or you're gonna ask to make a swap, what is this tool doing that's better than something else in your stack? So I think even categorizing for yourself, even if it's just an individual use tool, what is the value it's providing you? Right? And if you hit that sweet spot and you get like, wow, this is it, then you know that's one to stand behind. All right, a few ways to start. This is the part that I think we all know, but maybe some of us take for granted. Training. A lot of these tools have really robust training programs already available, and you and your team can definitely take advantage of them. I definitely recommend that. Like even a tool as simple as, can you write my renewal email to my customer? You know, you might learn how to improve your prompt. Somebody yesterday said, I think we might be in the business of you know, teaching customers how to prompt properly. I think we can start to learn that today through really good training. And what is the expertise level in your workplace? Like if you work at a startup and you suggest a tool, are they gonna expect you to be the expert? If they are, I would definitely take time and brush up and do the training. Because all of a sudden, if you're pushing it, you're going to be asked to explain it too. Diving in, maybe good for easy tools, might not get you the most competitive outcomes, but that's an option to definitely just try some stuff out. And then I think adopting in phases, that's my kind of best approach, which is like, training, trying a couple features, adding on sort of, the phased rollout model. Just a little bit of a mix of both. Okay, and the road to adoption. So basically, I don't think this is a race, and I'll tell you why. I think it's a journey. It's not a race because I think the tech is all catching up so fast that even if you feel that you're behind today, it is going to catch right up to you. And before you know it, like my journey from 2019 to 2023, it's going to be just a part of your everyday. So I think kind of taking away some of the fear, right, for us. I've really loved this, just like as an ending piece here. I think there is a lot of fear around AI as tech, and how do we make, I don't want to say make yourself comfortable with something that you're not, because that's not really what it's about, but how do we make our everyday a little bit more strategic, save us a little time, and bring that value back to our customers, so.